Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug, and today I have a surprise for you. Something so delicious, you will love it. It is my personal recipe. It is called Beef Bourguignon Mash Casserole. Can't wait for you to try it. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's talk about our ingredients to make our delicious French beef bourguignon casserole. All right, so very first thing we're gonna need is, this is 1.5 pounds of Angus beef. You can also use chuck, just make sure they're cut up in chunks like that. We have 1.5 cups of matchstick carrots. Now you can use a regular carrot and chop it up, but I think it's just easier this way, and it looks pretty. We have 1 cup of pearl onions, white pearl onions. They are frozen. You can find these at the grocery store, like Tom Thumb, probably Kroger. But I tried finding them at Target and I couldn't find it at Target. So white pearl onions, very important and very traditional with French cooking. All right, so we have 8-ounce container of white mushrooms that are sliced. We're going to be using probably about 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. I got the cheddar cheese with smoky notes, sharp, salty, and smoky. You can use Gruyere too. Gruyere is usually the one I buy, but they didn't have it at the store, so I'm using the cheddar cheese here. We're going to be using 4 slices of bacon. I am using the hardwood smoked bacon here, so 4 slices of that. 1 bay leaf, salt and pepper to taste. We have 2 tablespoons of flour, and that's for thickening the sauce later on. This is approximately 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. We're going to be using a couple of tablespoons of butter, extra virgin olive oil, probably around 2 tablespoons or so. This is 3 garlic toes that have been minced, and this is 1 large onion that has been diced, very important. We have the paste, the tomato paste. We're going to be using about 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste, about 2 cups of the beef broth, and this is brandy. This is going to add so much flavor and really enrich the sauce. We're going to be using a shot of that, and approximately 2 cups of Merlot, or some red wine. I love using the Merlot. It's going to give it such great flavor. And these are the basic ingredients for your beef bourguignon. Okay, so welcome back. So the very first thing we're going to do with our Angus beef is we're going to sear it. Now when we sear it, we want to put it in a Dutch oven on a high flame, and it's already cubed for us, so it makes it very easy. So I'm going to add it, actually add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil to the pot, to the Dutch oven, and heat that up on a high flame. And we're going to add our Angus beef, and then we'll salt and pepper it. And really, I just put like maybe about a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, and then we're going to sear it, which means we're going to make it very dark, not burnt, but dark, nice color on all sides. So since I said all sides, what I like to do is I like to cut the amount in half and do 1 section at a time, so half at a time. And we'll add it to this bowl here, and then keep it on the side, and then we'll have all those drippings in there. And then I'll add the bacon, and we'll cook up our bacon first. Then I'm going to add like 2 tablespoons of butter, and then we're going to add our vegetables and cook that up for a little bit. And then we'll also add the wine and the brandy and all those yummy things, and also the beef broth, and we'll have our beef back in there, and then we'll do the braising. The braising is actually just cooking it in the in the sauce for about an hour and a half. So in the Dutch oven for about an hour and a half. That's the braising, and it's gonna be nice and tender. All right, let's get cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna put the flame on. It's gonna be on a high, and I'm adding approximately 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm gonna salt and pepper my beef when I put it in there. You could do it beforehand too. All right. One thing, make sure you have tongs. Tongs are so important. So we're heating up our oil first. I'm checking out my beef. Now, chuck is really a good meat to use for this. It's very traditional, plus it's very tender. Our Angus beef is going to work too. We're going to make sure that we cook it and for a while and make sure it gets nice and tender. Okay, I'm going to start putting it in there. I could hear the sizzle. And we're probably going to do about half of this amount in here. Remember, this whole total is around a pound and a half. Put a couple of more. Okay, that looks about like half. I'm going to salt and pepper it. Okay, so I wanted to show you the color. You can see they are brown. It's a great color, exactly what you want. We're going to start to take this batch out and then put this other batch back in and cook that up. So this will take around, a few minutes, probably around 5 to 7 minutes. Make sure your flame is on a high flame. That looks good. I'm going to start taking it out. We're going to transfer it to this bowl here. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to add just a drop more of oil. And we're going to add our next batch. Okay, we're going to cook that up the same way. With this batch, don't forget to salt and pepper it too. Okay, so we're going to take this batch out. Look at that color. That's what you want. You want it to be a brown color, but you don't want it burnt. So you got to keep an eye on it. Don't forget. But that looks great. And all the drippings in this pan, perfect. Excellent. Very good. So 5 to 7 minutes is when you cook your beef on a high flame. And this is the color it should be. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Let's put in the light. Oh, can you see that? All right, perfect. All right, next step. Okay, so with our bacon, I'm adding our chopped bacon, sliced bacon. Now that was 4 slices of bacon that I cut up. And we're going to cook that until it's a little crispy, and then we're going to add our butter, and we're going to add all our vegetables, like our onions and our carrots. But we want to cook up this bacon first. So not only is it going to, the vegetables are going to cook up in the bacon, fat, but a little bit in butter too. This is not a low-cal meal. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, and our bacon looks like it's nice and crisp. That's what you want. We're going to melt our butter now. We're going to add our onions. Add all those onions. Gonna mix it in with the bacon. And that butter. Yum. Keep stirring it. This is when I like to add just a little bit of pepper. Maybe half a teaspoon. Now the bacon's going to be salty, so we don't have to add any salt to that. Next, I'm going to add my garlic. Remember, that was 3 garlic toes that have been minced. Give that a good stir. Mix that well. Next, I'm going to add my pearl onions. Remember, that was 1 cup of pearl onions. And yes, they are frozen. That's looking good. Next, we're going to add our carrots. Give that a good stir. And then we're going to add our mushrooms. So lots of vegetables here. And we're going to cook this until this all gets soft. So this is going to take around 5 minutes or so. Just keep stirring every now and then. And just a little bit more salt, just a little bit. And a little bit more pepper since we added those mushrooms. Okay, it has been almost 5 minutes. The vegetables are looking good. Now this has been cooking on a low to medium heat, just FYI. You don't want to have this on a high heat. You don't want to burn anything. So we're just mixing all that with those drippings, and so good. This has about another minute to go. Okay, so next thing I'm adding is the tomato paste, and I'm adding 2 tablespoons. And you want to stir that in. And now we're going to add our Merlot. That's 1. And 2 cups of Merlot. And we want to add our 1 ounce or 1 shot of brandy. Give that a good stir. We're going to bring this to a simmer. And once this comes to a simmer, that's when we're going to add our beef back in, our beef broth. Remember, that was 2 cups. And then we're going to add our seasoning, our thyme, also our bay leaf. All right, but we need to bring this to a simmer first. Okay, so that looks good. It looks very good. Next, I want to add my 2 cups of beef broth. We're going to add our beef back into the pot. Along with those drippings. Give that a nice stir. Look at that. Wow. And then we're going to add our thyme. So almost 2 teaspoons of thyme leaves. And we're going to add our bay leaf. And we are going to cover it, keep it on a low flame, and we're going to cook it for an hour and a half. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our delicious mashed potatoes. Now, this is what makes it different. I wanted to do something different than your average beef bourguignon, which I already have that recipe on this YouTube channel. But what makes this different is that we're going to be putting it in this casserole dish, and we're going to top the beef bourguignon mixture with the mashed potatoes, the creamy mashed potatoes. And then we're going to add that cheese, that cheddar cheese with smoky notes. We're going to add that on top, and it's going to be so delicious. All right, so this is the size potatoes, and they're pretty large russet potatoes. So the very first thing, of course, you want to do is wash them, which I already did, and then you want to peel them. So you're going to peel your potatoes. And so once our potatoes are peeled, then I like to chop them up into fourths. And I'm going to add them to a pot, medium-sized pot, with some water. And we're going to put this on a medium to high flame, and we're going to let it boil. And once it comes to a boil, we're going to lower it and cook it. And once the potatoes are done, you're going to test it with a fork. And when you can poke that fork through your potato and it's soft, then you know it's done. Okay, next I have my cheese here, and I want to grate my cheese. So I'm just using this grater here. And remember, you want at least a half a cup. Okay, so it has been an hour and a half. And look how beautiful. Look how gorgeous this is, and it smells so good. I'm actually going to cook it just a little bit longer. And the reason is because I want to make sure it's really braised well. And my potatoes just have a little bit more to go. So I'm just going to keep this cooking until my potatoes are done, which should be very soon. And then we're going to take this bay leaf out, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that bay leaf. There's that bay leaf. We're going to take that out, and then we're going to add the flour and water mixture just to thicken up the sauce, and then cook it for an additional 2 minutes. And then this will be done. And we'll start putting our casserole together. So I'm just going to let this cook just a little bit longer, maybe about 5 more minutes. Okay, so we're going to test our potatoes, and I have a fork here. And when you are able to poke your fork through, then you know they're done. This has a little bit more to go. So our potatoes are almost done, not quite. Once our potatoes are done, we're going to put them in this bowl. We're going to add 4 tablespoons of softened butter. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of sour cream, a little bit of milk, maybe about 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk, salt and pepper, probably about a teaspoon of garlic powder. And we're going to use our electric mixer and mix all that up, whip up those potatoes. Once the potatoes are done, then we are going to get our beef bourguignon, fill this casserole dish. Then we're going to put the potatoes on top. We're going to grate 2 garlic toes. Just grate it with the grater on top of the potatoes. And then we're going to add the delicious cheddar cheese on top. Put it in the oven, bake it 375 for around 20 minutes. And it's going to be delicious. Okay, we're almost done, folks. So, look at that. Beautiful. What we're going to do is we're going to take out the bay leaf. So we're going to take out the bay leaf. Just going to put on that spoon over there. Stir it just a bit. And now we're adding our flour and water mixture. I'm adding probably about a little over a tablespoon of water. I'm going to blend this up together with the spoon, sort of like make a paste. And then I'm going to add a little bit more water. Once again, make sort of like a paste. See how it's creamier now? Not so thick. But watch what I do. I'm going to add some of this sauce to it. Stir that in. We're going to add it to our sauce. Give it a stir in there. And we're going to cook it for around 2 more minutes. Very important, you get a wooden spoon and you stir it nicely. That's what's going to make that beautiful gravy. Oh, wow. So awesome. Look at it. You can already see it changed. Oh, excellent. So 1 to 2 minutes on that. Okay, so we have our potatoes in here. And they are steaming hot. We're going to add our 4 tablespoons of butter and our 2 generous size of sour cream. We're going to add a little milk, probably 1 to 2 tablespoons. Garlic powder is about a teaspoon. Salt and pepper, probably about a teaspoon each. We have our electric mixer here. Now you should always give it a taste. A little more salt and pepper. And that, my friends, is your creamy mashed potatoes. All right, now let's assemble our casserole. We're almost done. Now, as you can see, this dish is very special. And what I like about this dish is that you can use it for any special occasion. You can make it for holidays. You can make it for your loved ones' birthdays. Whatever special event is happening throughout the year or it's going to happen in the year, that is when you can make this dish. This is a very special dish, very time-consuming dish, but it is so delicious, and I hope you try this recipe. I really do, because it is out of this world. But like I said, it's very special, and it will be made for a special holiday or a special event, like a birthday or Mother's Day or Father's Day. So keep that in mind. All right, so we're gonna put our casserole together. The way I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna get my beef bourguignon, and I'm just gonna fill the casserole dish with it. So here we go. Wish me luck. Okay. Very nice. Yum. You want to make sure you wipe off anything that could have splattered, because you don't want it baking onto your dish like that. All right. Very nice. Okay. So here we go. So now we have our mashed potatoes. I'm just going to use the same spoon, and I'm just going to layer the mashed potatoes on top, just like that. Kind of drag it across. Our 2 garlic toes, and I'm just going to use the grater to grate my garlic on it. And then we're just going to get our cheese and top it with our cheese over our mashed potatoes. It's going to melt right in there. This is going to be awesome. All right, friends, this is it. Look at that. Wonderful. We're going to put it in the oven, 375, bake it for 20 minutes, and then it should be done. And of course, we'll have a taste test. Stay tuned. Oh my gosh, there it is. And it looks so delicious. Bubbling, smells fantastic. I cannot wait to take a bite. Oh my gosh, well here it is. Look at it. It looks so good. It smells fantastic. I cannot wait to take a bite. Now, after you take it out of the oven, you want to let it sit for a little bit, probably a couple of minutes or so, and then dig in. Okay, so we're gonna get a bite. You want to probably serve this in a bowl. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh. We're gonna eat well today. All right, here we go. You ready? Oh, yes. So good. The flavors are out of this world. The meat is so tender, very tender. I did braise it longer than an hour and a half, so it's probably an hour and 45 minutes. I did it. But the meat is so tender, the gravy, the mashed potatoes, this is a treat. I hope you try this recipe. I have faith in you. You can do it. A little time consuming, yes, but it is so worth it. And like I stated earlier, it would be great for a special occasion like Mother's Day, Father's Day, any holiday, or some special event. It is delicious. I hope you try it. My recipe, I call it beef bourguignon mash casserole. Thank you for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe, and please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living, happy eating, and happy cooking. Bye-bye. Take care.